It's always a blessing to be in the presence of a man of God. It's a blessing to be in the presence of a servant of God.
By the early 60s, the movement's spokesman and most charismatic orator was Malcolm X. Like others, he had changed his family name to X in order to show that black Americans did not know their original African names.
This great messenger, whom you are about to hear, has a message from God which consists of a solution from God that will solve the problem of the white man as well as the problem of the black man.
This was complete heresy to Orthodox Muslims around the world. For them, the only true prophet was Muhammad, not a man once called Robert Poole.
Hey, salam alaikum.
In 1964, the Nation of Islam was shaken to its core. Malcolm X suddenly converted to Orthodox Islam. During a pilgrimage to Mecca, he decided that the teachings of Elijah Muhammad were absurd. Malcolm X had now linked himself and other blacks who followed him to millions of Muslims around the world. Elijah Muhammad was furious.
Since I went to Mecca and reported that the religion of Islam is a religion of brotherhood which includes all mankind, it caused a great deal of wrath in the heart and mind of Elijah Muhammad, who has been teaching that the white race is a race of devils. When I wrote a letter back from Mecca while I was doing my religious pilgrimage, pointing out that at Mecca I found every specimen of humanity from the whitest white to the blackest black, and why it upset Mr. Muhammad because it more or less pulled the rug right out from the heart of his teaching. So they have begun to plot and scheme and plan, but up to now, thanks to Allah, they haven't been successful.
One of Elijah Muhammad's most zealous backers was a young protege named Louis Farrakhan. In the movement's newspaper, he launched a vitriolic attack on Malcolm X, calling him a hypocritical dog. A few months later, Malcolm X was assassinated. 2 members of the Nation of Islam were convicted of his murder. The killing had surprisingly little impact on the movement, which Elijah Muhammad still ran with an iron grip. Only a small group supported Malcolm X. The Nation of Islam branded him a traitor and continued to strengthen.
The most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Louis Farrakhan replaced Malcolm X as Elijah Muhammad's closest advisor. The Nation of Islam was growing as the Black Power movement challenged traditional civil rights groups. One of its most famous converts was the boxing champion, Muhammad Ali. The nation remained secretive and militaristic. Elijah Muhammad demanded that blacks be given land to form their own nation, separate from the United States.
They boast about what they have and what they will deprive us of. I say the earth belongs to the black man.
Elijah was highly superstitious. He thought 7 was a lucky number, so he chose his 7th son, Wallace D. Muhammad, to succeed him as leader. This would have an astonishing effect on Islam in America. Despite years of indoctrination, W.D. Muhammad came to believe that his father was wrong and Malcolm X was right. In 1975, Elijah Muhammad died, and his son W.D. sparked a revolution. He denounced his father's beliefs and began to break up his movement.
With the passing of the leader, we saw a need to go to the holy book of all the Muslims and base ourselves right there and root ourselves right in the Quran.
He told his father's followers that their religion had been based on folklore and mythology.
I can't say we were really believing in Islam, but we were innocent and we thought we were believing in Islam. Elijah Muhammad gave us a myth that boosted the ego and made us feel good about ourselves. I don't see white people as the devil. I see any bad person as a devil. I was successful, thank God, in getting most of the followers of my father to see the Quran as the direction for us. I'm still very much in line with my father's social reform message, though I've put down his religion.
After W.D. Muhammad dropped talk of destroying America and forming a separate black nation, the mainstream media ignored his movement. But it has been marching on. Over the last 6 years, the number of mosques has doubled. Orthodox Islam now has 2 million African-American followers.
We're here today getting our physical food. We have to eat in order to...
While most whites associate Islam with terrorist bomb plots, W.D. Muhammad's followers have been providing social services to the ghettos.
And that we have to get our spiritual food.
They say they are restoring self-respect to the downtrodden.
To lead a balanced life.
Theologically, this is Orthodox Islam. In Detroit's Muslim Center, the daily rituals are being taught just as they are anywhere in Islam. Wash before praying to keep out the devil in a dirty world.
And you start here in this fold here at the top, and you go on down through the fold, and you end up right in the center. And we do both of them at the same time, because while the devil, while you're washing one ear, he can sneak up and whisper in this ear. So you do them both at the same time.
I wouldn't like to see us sound like Turkish people or sound like Pakistani people with our culture, with our music, etc. That's phony. That's imitative. That's copying somebody. You're not yourself. And that won't help us at all. I would like to see us right where we are, take the best of what we have, and just express it as Muslims. And it will come out beautifully, and it will be our identity and our culture.